We're going to
This
get
call is
cracking.
being recorded.
Hang on just a moment.
Muted.
Well, good Monday morning to everybody out there. Of course, today is payday, which is always happy for each and every one of us here in Team OneCoin USA. Most of you on this call are leaders. Those of you that are new to the call, we love Mondays here in Team OneCoin USA. It's a payday, and it's a crazy day, but we have fun because we get to go out and bless a lot of people and work together with our teams and helping new people get enrolled with gift codes. And we're coming up on the split. Last I looked, we were at 94% this morning, and just excited that it's still hanging on and we can still get people in, and the price of the coins hasn't gone up yet, but that could change at any moment. So make sure you're out there doing your thing and getting people in front of the opportunity and giving them a chance to take advantage of what you've been blessed with so far. And we've got a lot of updates coming, I hope, today. I'm not sure if Sal's had time to communicate everything out to Bob, but I'm sure he has some updates. And I look forward to hearing what we've got coming down the pipe. And Bob, if you're out there, let's go ahead and get this party rocking, bud.
Okay, Kevin. Yeah, I'm here, and it is a good day. Like you said, Monday is always a wonderful day. It's payday once again, and, every week it's just amazing to me. I've always said it's bigger than you know, better than you think. It's not just because we get paid on Monday, but it's because we're at the forefront of something big. We're on the forefront of okay, we've got somebody on the moderator line. If you could mute your line out, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. I've got some special guests that are going to be on the call today, so I appreciate everyone being on here. But it is just phenomenal what's happened with OneCoin over the past year. I don't know how long each of you have been part of this, but like I was saying, we are on the forefront. We're on the beginning of the swell of something that is very, very big, and it is just like if we were at the beginning of the Internet 30 years ago. And, it's interesting to be in different parts of the country and different parts of the world and to be able to be associated with something that is so huge, but yet nobody knows about it. And, a lot of us we need to consider ourselves blessed. But, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something different for our Monday call. And I've asked several guests that are doing extremely well in OneCoin. I wanted them to share with us their secret of being part of OneCoin. One of the biggest blessings that I have is traveling around the country and getting to hear people's story of what they're all about, what their success is all about, and how they got there. And so I just thought that we would do that today on our call. And before I do that, I just wanted to mention a couple of things. One is, why do we need to be part of OneCoin now? Right now, today, this week. Why? Well, one of the things is because of the cost of doing mining, our costs are going to go up April 1st. So right now, we already know what the costs are now, and we know what they're going to be. So in other words, the Tycoon package is going to go up another 500 euro come April 1st, which is only 3 weeks away, a little better than that. So right now is the best time. The split is at 94%. So hopefully we get another week out of it, but I've seen it go from 94 to 100 in 4 days before too. So there's no guarantees on that, but that's why we need to get going right now. The difficulty is still only at 53. The difficulty for mining Bitcoin right now is at 92 billion. So 53 is kind of low. but it is going to go up. You can be assured of that. And the coin is still under $6 U.S. right now. So all of those reasons are reasons that we need to be part of OneCoin right now. And I know that you guys that are on the call are part of OneCoin, but those are the reasons that we need to go out and tell others so we can help benefit others so they can take advantage of that. Because what's going to happen if you don't call them now, when you call them a week or two, a month or two from now, it's not going to be as good of an opportunity as it is right now. It will be, but not as right now. That's what I'm trying to say. This week is the best that it's ever going to be. And then after that, it'll be the best that it's going to be for that week. But right now, we need to get busy and tell other folks. But that being the case, I've got some people on the line that are absolutely crushing this business and doing super well around the country, male, female, everybody. And I'm just so proud of all these people. I got to talk to them this morning, and I'm going to bring a few of those folks on here so you can hear from them yourself. One of those is my friend up there in the Northwest. You guys have heard from him before. He's shared with us secrets of his success before. But for those of you that are new to the call, this is my friend Rick Scharf. Rick, are you on the call with us, bud?
I am. Good morning, Bob. What an exciting time.
I'm thrilled to have you on the call. I know how busy you are, and I appreciate so much you taking time out of your Monday to be part of us.
Well, Bob, one thing I learned in the world is busy people get things done. And if you want somebody to join you in OneCoin, find out if they're busy. And that's the person you want. But, you and I chatted this morning, and you asked me, what is my secret? And I think, Bob, it's just, real simple. Keep this thing simple. I don't go into a lot of detail about how complex it is. If you were out shopping for a car, you wouldn't ask the salesman to pop the hood and take the motor out and show you how the crankcase worked and the transmission. You try to keep it simple, but my secret is I make 3 phone calls a day to people. And one of the things I learned early on from a good mentor was the fortune is in the follow-up. So, some of those calls that I make are following up with people. And I've gone back to people that, I could have left them or thought no meant no, and they've earned me, since I went back, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Just going back and double-checking with them. But really, Bob, I keep it as simple as I can, 3 calls a day. Sometimes it's more. When things get really crazy, Friday night I spent, I think, 2 hours in a parking lot doing 3-ways with people. What an adrenaline rush. And, back to what you have preached, 3-ways are probably the most powerful thing I do for bringing people in and doing follow-ups. I hope that helps, but I couldn't be more excited about what's going on in OneCoin and what a blessing it's been to my life. And, man, I love getting up on Monday morning. I used to hate it. But I can't wait to get into my back office and see what's happened. What an exciting journey.
Congratulations, Rick. I happen to be privy to some information, and congratulations on being a 6-figure income earner monthly with OneCoin.
Yeah, is that not exciting, Bob? In my wildest dreams, when we started this a year ago, I thought if I could make $2,000 a month, maybe make $500 for a car payment and put $1,500 towards a house payment, life would be grand. But to be earning 6 figures a month is just mind-boggling. So it's been exciting.
Well, and we're just getting started, my friend. So congratulations and thanks for being on the call. And have yourself a terrific week. I'm sure you will.
And I will tell you one more thing. If I can do this in my regular job, I work 60, maybe 70 hours a week, and I find time for OneCoin. Anybody can do this, Bob.
I agree. That kind of takes the excuses away. Thanks so much, Rick, for being on the call, bud.
You're welcome.
Hey, next I'm going to go to a friend that is, I think it's the only guy that I know that travels more than I do. This guy's all over the planet right now. He is in Texas, and he's a friend of mine, keeps me busy, keeps me hopping. He's got a great team growing. This is AJ Jones. You're currently down in Texas. You with us, AJ?
I'm here, Bob. How are you?
Hey, I am doing terrific, man. Thanks for being on the call with us today. Appreciate it.
Fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, you've been crushing this lately, man, and I'm just so proud to have you on the team. And just share with everybody secrets that you've found in this business and what makes you successful.
Well, Bob, thanks a lot. What really makes me successful is being able to introduce this business and concept to people. And that entails keeping myself educated and keeping myself up to par, because it's all about education. In fact, this is why and how we get paid is to educate other people. And there are going to be a couple bumps and bruises along the way, but if you keep yourself educated, so when the time comes where you run across Mr. Right or Mrs. Right who's interested and they understand the concept behind digital currency, you know, I think a lot of people try to oversell the opportunity of OneCoin. In fact, I think the best concept or idea is when you first meet people, just introduce them to digital currency. Are you familiar with Bitcoin? That's my story. Always paint a picture, have a story to tell people, because let me tell you, I have put together a set of videos that I send each prospect, and I let them watch anywhere from 1 to 10 videos, short videos ranging from 8 to 10 minutes. When people sit at home and it's quiet and they listen to the videos, there's something that goes off into their head. It's called digital. It's called a new monetary system. It's called getting away from the rat race, what we've been used to over these last hundreds of years dealing with banks and finance companies. So what you have to do, you have to just keep people educated, and you have to stay excited about it. And like Bob always say in the whole team, hey, it's bigger than you know, and it's actually better than you think. And I get it now, Bob. I get it. It's a whole lot bigger, and it's a whole lot better than I have ever imagined. And I'm sure that a lot of us on the phone that have done our due diligence have reaped the rewards from this. You know, I can tell you a short story about, I started this business in April 22nd. I wasn't a skeptic because I was already familiar with Bitcoin. So when the gentleman came to me, Frank Provenzano, this is a guy, he's always into everything, but, you know, I listen. I'm one of those guys, I've been in sales for 35 years. I don't jump into anything. So it has to be right. So when he came to me with this opportunity, I said, Frank, hey, look, I'll listen, and if it strikes my attention within the first 5 minutes, I'll do it. And I had already educated myself about Bitcoin, like I said, maybe 3 to 6 months prior to that time. The point being, folks, you have to stay educated. You have to get the word out. You have to talk to prospects, like the gentleman said, Rick, every single day. There's not a day go by that we don't talk opportunity to people. And it goes beyond money. But going back to my story, I remember I looked at my back office one Monday morning, and it read 6,100 euros. And, yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know what this is. Maybe they made a mistake. So I called my upline, Gary Berger, who's out in Seattle, Washington area, spokesman, and he said, yep. You want to take that to the bank? You made about, I think it was like $6,500 US. Let me tell you, folks, the clock went off. The clock started ticking. And from that day on, I never looked back. I said, wow, this is for real. This is what they've been talking about. It's bigger than you think, and it's better than you know. So, you know, we just took it to a whole nother level. You know, part of the reason for me doing this is leveraging. Like Bob said, I travel the country. I travel the world. I've been in sales for 35 years. Yeah, I make great money, but I don't have time and I don't have the freedom for my family. And I think that's what motivated me. The money didn't motivate me. The leveraging is what motivated me. And I think you should put the same concept in your mind. Don't do this for the money. Do this for the right reasons, your passion, your why. If you know all these things, and you know you want to get away from the rat race and maybe not travel as much and spend some valuable time with your family. This is the business. This is the opportunity, and it's only going to get bigger and better than you can ever imagine.
Hey, awesome, AJ. I appreciate so much you hitting on those points, and you've done just a wonderful job. You're building a great team, and you're very deserving of all that success. So congratulations.
Thank you, Bob. We have great leaders on the team. Thank you.
Yes, and hey, I'm going to go back up to the Northwest now, and we have a young lady that's on our team that has just since day one been crushing this. And I'm just so proud of her. I was just up there a couple weeks ago in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and this is Leslie Lindy, and Leslie's up there in the Northwest. And hi, Leslie, are you with us?
Yes, I am, Bob.
Hey, terrific. It's great to have you on the call with us. I get to talk to you every day, but our listeners don't get to hear you too much, so I just thought it'd be a great time for everybody to hear who you are and what your secrets to success are with OneCoin.
Well, thank you, Bob. And I just want to say something to everybody. I love this company. I've never seen anything like it, that everybody's so willing to help each other, and I love that concept. And for the people who I have worked with, that's my main goal, is just to help others, help others. I've been retired, so I seem to have more time than everybody else, and I ran into OneCoin, and I saw it, and I just thought, wow. And my main focus is to help all the people that we talk to, because a lot of them work 78 hours a week, like Rick Sharf and Joe and Marshall. A lot of people just work a lot, and I'm just really there to try and help anybody as much as I can. And I agree with Rick 100%. Follow-up is everything, and I always personally call people, even if with my downline's permission, and talk to their people just in case they're struggling or have questions. I just want them to know that we're there for them, and as that's what happened to me. Everybody was there for me and helped me tremendously, and it's so important to have that third-party verification. And I can't believe this. I've been in 5 months, and I do this on a very part-time basis, and I'm at 6 figures a year and growing. So I'm very happy, very excited too.
Yeah, terrific. Well, and one of the things I know about you too, Leslie, is you're just naturally, I would call it tenacious. I think your sister came on board when she just thought you were nuts, and you've got other people that just see what you're doing and they follow your lead.
Well, on that, I don't like to. I don't bug people. I always ask them with their permission if they say, oh, this isn't for me, as my sister said, who now has a triple combo and calls me every day. and I just had to throw that in. But I ask them for their permission as new things come about, the more stuff we learn, because OneCoin's growing so rapidly, if I can send them information, and not one person has said no to me. And generally speaking, to the best of my knowledge, I would say probably almost all of them, except for maybe a handful, have come in, and they're still looking. No one has still said, no, quit sending me information. And I love that. And everybody's upgraded.
Wow, that is terrific. And that's why your business is growing. You're hands-on, and you're keeping your team abreast of what's going on. You're building a very strong foundation for a team. And congratulations to your success, Leslie.
Thank you very much. This is a we program, 100%.
Yeah, terrific. Well, thanks for being on the call, Leslie. Appreciate it. Hey, we're going to go back out to the east now, and this is a friend of mine that we don't talk a lot. I just saw him down in Florida last weekend when I was down there. This man is a working machine, and when I first met him out in an event in Florida, he was out in the lobby on his computer, and he's still the same today. But Richard Marks, are you out there with us, buddy?
I am, Bob. How are you?
Hey, terrific, man. We finally got you on the call. We've been talking about getting you on here forever. So I thought today was the day. So I'm so glad that you took time out of your busy schedule to meet with us.
Well, thank you, Bob, and I'm really honored and thrilled to be here. Some of you may know I've been a kind of a veteran of the industry, 35 years. I was retired and was not ever going to do this again. Famous last words. But, I eventually took a look at it with my friend Dane Kohler, and let me tell you, I'm so glad I did. And, my motivation now, getting sort of later on in life, is helping people. And I'm just I'm amazed. I'm pinching myself how many people I'm able to help in my team. And this is a lot bigger, like Bob says. It's a lot bigger than just you and me making money. We're talking about a trend here that, if you add up all together, Google, Facebook, Apple, eBay, Amazon, Internet, you put them all together, they each have a little piece of the pie, but we have the whole pie because the pie runs on money. Okay? The whole world runs on money. Almost everybody in the world uses money almost every day, whereas all these other programs, they have a little bit of it. But we potentially have it all. So this is so much bigger than I can ever even imagine where we're headed with this, with e-commerce and everything else that's in place. And I am very, very confident that we're going to be around 5, 10, 20 years to be able to leave a legacy to our children and our grandchildren. And I've got a couple of positions, and one of them I never really upgraded to a tycoon, and I knew it was growing and growing under me. And I've got leaders that have taken off. I don't hardly even talk to them anymore, like Bob with me. And I just for the heck of it, I upgraded to a tycoon in that position. I went in this morning, and I got 15 bonuses on the 4th level. That's 25% matching bonuses I didn't even know about on my 4th level, and that just is a reaffirmation that I'm helping so many people. And right now in this economy, everyone is concerned about the future of the economy, the future of our U.S. dollar. Where is it going? How do you protect yourself? And there are so many people that have never made it in this industry. They've never made it in network marketing, and coming into this program, they're just changing. It really is changing lives. And to me, that's Bob says I work really hard, but that's my motivating factor. I just want to help more people, and I wish there were more hours in a day where I could, help more people. One thing I will comment is I have never in 35 years in this industry ever taken out a loan nor recommended a loan for people. But some people they're just not networkers. They don't have a lot of money, but if they have a credit score of 650 or above. I'm just saying, look, you pray about it and you look at this. You use your discretion. I'm not telling you to do it, but there are 2 or 3 online sites where you can get an unsecured loan for $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 only based on your credit score and stated income. And so that has facilitated a lot of people who could never get the kind of packages that are going to create life-changing income to get that income. So if you haven't taken advantage of that, if you've got the credit score, talk to your upline about getting one of those loans and getting a larger package. So once again, Bob, thanks for the opportunity. The leadership is great, and I'm just so pleased to be here.
Yeah, well, thanks so much, Richard. And it was great to see you down in Florida once again. And boy, you haven't changed at all. You were working as hard then as you were months ago when I met you. And congratulations to all your success as well. Next, we're going to go to Florida, and this is actually Richard's sponsor. This is Dane Kohler, and he is down in Florida, and we got to meet for the first time face to face. We've been on the phone quite a bit with each other over the past year or so, but anyway, hey Dane, it was great to meet you down in Florida as well, and great to have you as part of the team, and you are absolutely crushing it, man. Congratulations, and thanks for being on the call with us.
Well, I appreciate it. Can you hear me okay?
You're coming in loud and clear, buddy.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Bob, for having me on the call. I mean, it's the same story everyone else has about this opportunity and stuff. But I kind of wanted to give everyone out there some advice in marketing. And Bill Wynn and myself, we have our own marketing call on Thursday with our group, with our team. So any of you guys on this call right now, it's probably going to be somewhat of a review to you, but there's probably a lot of people on here. The first recommendation I would do, and Bob could probably back me up on this. Get multiple memberships. Get multiple positions underneath yourself. Because if you're capped out at a tycoon and we say only 35,000 euros a week, I mean that I never in my life would I ever have used that kind of terminology until you really see how quickly you can earn from OneCoin. And you want multiple positions so you can make a little here, a little there, and kind of double dip, triple dip on yourself. So that's amazing that OneCoin allows you to have multiple memberships and positions. So I would recommend anyone, even if you haven't done it yet, get them now. One of the kind of not really negative things that I've heard from people when they're just looking at OneCoin is that OneCoin's not based in the U.S. Well, guess what? That is a huge positive, and I turn that around on everyone. I'm like, thank the Lord OneCoin is not based in the United States, because if it was, and we were all making this kind of money, and the government gets involved with the company, who knows what could happen. The governments can shut down any company they want if they're based in the United States. So thank the Lord we're not. That's a huge advantage. So you have to turn that positive into a negative. And then a couple other things which really gotten me a lot of success, as well as Richard Marks, who's on the call, is we use a texting technique. You can either pull out your own cell phone and text. You can go to sites like Mobomix. There's other sites out there that can do bulk texting for you, and text people. Get a domain, link it to your DigiCoin account or whatever it is, and just text them. And here's kind of a little secret that I do is, excitement encourages aggression. All right. Let me say that again. Excitement encourages aggression. And what I mean by that is that when I talk to someone, about OneCoin or whatever, and I say, well, look, we can get you in for 14 days. It's a free account. I don't need much information. I normally get on my computer and I sign up with a free account. And I say, look, we have over 5,000 people signing up worldwide daily, that you're going to get a lot of spillover. People are just going to fall into your downline, and then you can get paid on every paid member that comes into your downline. So when I sign someone up as a free membership, then a day or two later, I'll go in and create a couple free accounts underneath them. And I record those, and I normally keep the exact same password, because those accounts can be very valuable to you 2 months, 3 months, 4 months down the road, when each position has 50, 60, 70 people that have already spilled over into those free accounts that you've created. But then what you do is you call that person 3 or 4 days later. Hey, I just wanted to see, have you logged into your account yet? Have you seen your downline? And they're going to get in there, and it just won't be the accounts you've created, but there will be others that have just spilled over into their downline. And that person, when they see that they have 10, 11, 12 people, 12 reps, even though they might still be blue jackets underneath them in their downline, they're going to get excited. And guess what? They're going to get aggressive, and they're going to come in. So that's just kind of a little tidbit that I'd like to throw out there. You could choose to use it or you don't. It's really helped me a lot. And 4 or 5 months down the road, when I first got started, I took probably 10 positions, and they were all free accounts except the ones that I created. And 2-3 months later, each position had over 80, 90 reps in their downline. So when I'm talking to someone, I tell them, look, I've got a position right here 3 levels below me, but it requires a Tycoon membership. If you want it, I'll give you that position, but it needs to be a Tycoon membership. I had not one person say, no, I'm not going to do that. They say, how quickly can you get me in? I want that position. Save it for me. Hold it, because they see the value in that. So that's kind of what's gotten me very, very successful. And, Bob, you're a wealth of knowledge, and I appreciate all of your support. And thanks again for having me on this call.
Hey, awesome, Dane, and congratulations to your success, bud. And, you guys are just killing it. You're out there working hard. But you're having fun, aren't you? Aren't you having a good time?
Oh, absolutely. Every day.
Well, that's what I try to encourage everybody, as we're traveling around the country, that we're going to have fun. And we do. We meet with each other. We have these family reunions we call events, and then we work extremely hard, especially on Mondays. We're trying to get everybody in and all set up, and we're winning big. And there's not just a few of us. There are hundreds of us out there. And it's funny because I could just pull a number of names out to have on this call today. But I wanted you guys to hear from different people, different backgrounds, success that's happening out there from all around the country that's going on right now. And these people are getting paid thousands of dollars today because they're a part of OneCoin. We talked about a lot about the different factors of OneCoin itself and the difficulty and the split coming up and all those things. But I wanted you guys to hear from different people around the country that are actually telling people about this and winning big. So thank you all so much, Rick and Dane and Leslie and Richard and AJ. Thanks so much for being part of our team. You're all doing an excellent job out there. And I just wanted to mention something real quick as well as we tie up the call today, is there is an upcoming event in Detroit, Michigan, and that is going to be on the 19th. So week from Saturday, that's going to be 11 to 4, I believe, is the event up there. And so all are welcome to participate. And you can go to the DigiCoin Pro site, and I'm going to encourage everybody, be part of DigiCoin Pro. That is training.digicoinpro.com. Make sure your team is on there. At least sign up for the free application where it has videos on how to get started and all the different things they have. There's an event calendar on there. It's going to have all the different places that we're at. So we're going to start utilizing that as well. Also this weekend, I believe in Aurora, Colorado, we've got Carl Wilt and Shanna McCarty are going to be out there, along with Greg Knox and others out in the Denver area, which is Aurora, Colorado. I'm not sure if that's on the event calendar or not at this point, but I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time this Saturday. And then, but definitely be part of the DigiCoin Pro system. That is going to be our primary system for getting information out there to the field. Currently, Sal and Maurice are out of the country, and I think that we'll have some more updates and information on our Thursday call, but I know that that was valuable and beneficial to each of us to get our week started. Guys, we are in our third month, or our last third of our 90-day launch for the month of March. We've gone through 67 days so far, so we've got 23 days left of our 90-day launch, guys. It is so amazing how fast the time's going by, and it's so amazing how well each of you have done. I've got people all over the place saying, I've had my best week ever, I've had my best month ever. Guys, let's all have our best year ever, and right now is the time to push. And I told you before the reasons why we need to do that right now. You heard that from each of our participants today on the call, and they all said they care about other people. They've just put other people first. You heard that over and over again from different people, but that's what we have to do, put their needs above our own, and they need to understand right now is the time, because on April 1st, everything's going up 10%. So right now is the time. The split is going to happen. So this week, guys, we have to put a huge priority on helping people before the split. I'm telling you, if you think that you've done all you can do, then you need to do a little more. That comes from Art Williams, who's a billionaire in this industry. We need to do a little more. So, guys, I just hope and pray that all of you have a wonderful, wonderful week, and we'll all pull all of our gifts and talents and skills and abilities together so we can go in one direction, and so all of us will win big. So, guys, it is bigger than you know, and it's better than you think. So let's have fun, work hard, win big. We'll see you guys on Thursday with updates